Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for being here. This is my first time ever posting on YouTube. This is my first time really ever doing anything on YouTube. And so I'm nervous, a little bit excited. I really hope that this content is helpful, and if it is, I plan to make some more videos in the future. So thank you for being here at the very beginning, and let's get right to it. I'll go by Jay Moody on YouTube. That's a nickname that I've had for quite some time. I'm a lot of things. I am a father. I'm married. I live in Ohio. I am an attorney, and I am a Tesla enthusiast. I took delivery of this, my 2022 Model Y long range Tesla in December of 2021. It was a 2022 model when it came out. I absolutely love the car. Any of you who ever owned or driven or even researched about a Tesla, they are amazing machines. Clearly next generation future technology going on inside of this car. Done some work to it, some modifications. I'm kind of excited to show you guys some of that, some of the how-to stuff, some of the just things that I did. Maybe you want to do to your vehicle, maybe you don't. And I'm excited to do that, but that's not why I'm here today, because today we are here to talk about Tesla insurance. I know it's not the sexiest topic, but Teslas are expensive machines. If you have one, you paid or are paying a lot for the privilege to drive this future cutting edge vehicle, and honestly, your automobile insurance is probably the single best way that you can protect your investment. Some of you guys may have noticed, either on the internet or depending on what state you live in, Tesla actually in certain locations offers insurance for its vehicles. Did some research on my own. I was considering it, and I found it to be a very underserved topic on YouTube. There are a few videos about it, a couple articles out there about it, but nothing that I thought was really comprehensive. And so that's my aim for this video, is to help you guys out, to get into some of what it is, how it works, and help you make a decision. Let's jump right into it. As I indicated before, I am an attorney. First of all, nothing I say in this video is intended to or can constitute legal advice. I'm a customer of Tesla, and I'm a customer of Tesla insurance. Not legal advice. Make your own decision based upon your own facts. Do what's best for you. I have done some substantial research on my own to prepare for this video. I have pages and pages and pages of notes to try to go over with you guys to make sure that everything is covered. But that being said, I don't work for Tesla. I don't work for Tesla insurance. Everything that I'm saying here is based upon my own customer experience, my own personal preferences, but I'm not a spokesperson for any of that. Lastly, I'm not being paid. I'm not compensated. I'm not endorsed. I haven't received anything for this video. I just want to tell you what my experience was, and hopefully help some other people, maybe save some time, and definitely save some money if Tesla insurance looks like it's something that might be right to you. Tesla's insurance program, I think, in my opinion, aims to leverage some of this car's technology and offer you a simpler, smarter, and possibly more convenient and cheaper way to protect and insure your Tesla. So, how do they do it? It's all about telemetrics. Oh, that sounds boring. Telemetrics. Telemetrics, if you haven't heard of it, is automobile liability insurance, primarily based on what's called UBI, or user-based information. Is information which is created and obtained directly from the driver of the vehicle, oftentimes in real time. So let's put it in plain language. What does that mean? That means that Tesla and other telemetric insurers are going to use real-time information to compute your insurance premium. Tesla is not the only company that uses telemetrics. You may have seen other national insurance companies offer varying discounts on your policy based upon information that they obtain about you and your driving habits. Tesla is, though, as far as I know, the only automobile manufacturer to offer its own automobile liability insurance based upon telemetrics. Now, if you don't know anything about telemetrics, you may be scratching your head and saying,
"What the hell is that?"
Why do we need this? Is the old insurance program broken? Why can't we just keep doing what we were doing? And you can. Telemetrics is just a new way to evaluate a driver's risk and potentially give them a cheaper premium if they prove to be less risky. It wasn't always done this way, though. The old insurance system, the one that we've all had for decades, the old system just used basic public information, whether you own a home or you rent it, how old you are, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you have children, whether you're married, do you have a job, what's your educational history. They would even use things such as, what's your annual income or what's your credit history to supposedly determine how likely you were to get into an accident. I don't know, I'm not an actuary or a statistician, but I don't see how much your credit report really directly pertains to what kind of driver you are. That's what the insurance companies have used for many years, things like that to compute your premium. Telemetrics kind of tips all of that on its head. And so I personally like telemetrics because it's not about what group you fall in. It is literally about you, your specific driving history, your ability to drive in a safe manner. And if you can prove that you do that based upon the data, they'll reward you by giving you a better rate. Now, is this for everybody? Probably not. Possible cons of a telemetric system are going to be that the insurer is going to be getting a lot more information about you. It's information that they wouldn't get on a normal basis. If you are not one to want to share that information with you, if you're uncomfortable, if you're worried about monitoring or data privacy, anything along those lines, there are legitimate reasons that you may not be interested in this program, and that's okay. Another big limitation on considering or obtaining Tesla insurance is the fact that it's only available in a certain limited number of states right now. Those states have pretty big populations, but it's only 5 or 6 states right now. As I understood it, Tesla insurance first rolled out, I think, in California. You can now get it if you live in California, Texas, Arizona, Illinois, or now my state, Ohio. Tesla's website right now lists those 5 states as states that they write coverage in, and also states that they are in the process of obtaining licenses to provide coverage in additional states. So expect that additional states will be made available in the next coming months to coming year. And if you enroll in a telemetrics-based auto insurance program, regardless of who it's through, what that means is that insurer is going to use various data points that it collects about you and your driving history from the car or from some other piece of technology that you brought into the car to calculate a risk-based profile, assign you a premium that corresponds to that risk profile. So keep in mind that just because you are enrolled in a telemetrics-based insurance program, that doesn't necessarily mean that the insurer will not also use some of those generic data points such as credit rating, geography, marital status, gender, etc. Now that's one important point, I think, and that's one place, at least that I've seen, that Tesla is different.
And that's because Tesla on their own website states they will specifically exclude certain factors such as gender, marital status, and your credit report in computing how much they're going to charge you for your premium.
So, if Tesla says explicitly what they're not going to use, what are they going to use? Well, they have 5 factors that all go in to create what is called your Tesla driver safety score. It's out of 0 to 100, 100 being perfect, 0 being you probably shouldn't own a Tesla or any vehicle for that matter. First is the number of forward collision warnings you are given per 1,000 miles. you have ever driven a Tesla, I expect you have probably heard the dreaded tone warning and gotten the message flashed up on your display, forward collision warning. This video is not for purposes of explaining what forward collision warnings are, how to turn them on, off, etc. It's solely for purposes of saying that is a significant factor in calculating your safety score. The next factor that Tesla uses in calculating your safety score is what they call hard braking. Now, you and I may have differing definitions of what constitutes hard braking. I can tell you, if you've driven a Tesla and you've tried to get your safety score up, it can be at times very frustrating that you are penalized for what Tesla refers to as hard braking.
Now here's a perfect example here. I was penalized for hard braking, but I don't know what else you could do.
Tesla explicitly defines hard braking as any braking it's more than 0.3 Gs. I can tell you that is fairly minimal, and even some of what I would consider my normal daily driving habits will at times exceed 0.3 G. The next factor Tesla considers is what's called aggressive turning. Now what Tesla defines again as aggressive turning, just like the braking, is probably much less than what you and I would call an aggressive turn, given the way that we just normally drive. Tesla defines an aggressive turn as any turn in which the occupants experience more than 0.4 Gs. So if you're trying to maintain a perfect or near perfect safety score, if you're trying to stay under that 0.4 G threshold, you're probably going to have to take what I would consider sharp turns at lower than the speed limit, perhaps even lower than the recommended speed for the turn given the traffic stop. The next factor Tesla uses is unsafe following. Again, everything that Tesla is using to compute the safety score, in my opinion, is all fairly conservative. You're driving pretty defensively, almost granny-like, if you're meeting all of these thresholds on an ongoing basis. But aggressive following or unsafe following is when your vehicle is too close, essentially, to the vehicle ahead of it. It's done by a kind of a complicated measure of time and distance, and this video doesn't need to get into that. The last factor, the score, is also a big one in terms of how much it can ding you in points, and that is forced autopilot disengagements. Suffice it to say, if you're driving around in your brand new Tesla, whether it's full self-driving or just an autopilot, and you're not paying a lick of attention and the thing's constantly disconnected and warning at you, beeping at you, telling you features are suspended, they may be reinstated next trip, maybe a telemetrics program or Tesla insurance is not right for you. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's get into the meat and bones of what Tesla's insurance program is all about and how it works. First, the quote/policy sign-up process, super easy. In preparation for doing this video, I got quotes from 5 other large national insurance companies. I cannot tell you how that I was on the phone, on the internet,
2,000 years later,
entering my own personal data, answering questions from the sales representative, correcting incorrect information about my vehicle, my driving history, about the number of people in my household, unable to get another quote from an insurance company, even the fastest one, in less than 15 minutes time. On average, the 5 insurance quotes, non-Tesla quotes, that I got were roughly about $1,000 to $1,200 per year. Now, insurance is typically written on a 6-month basis, and so I'm adding, effectively doubling the policy period to give you that. On a monthly basis, was roughly about $100 to $125 per month.
Now that entire experience is different with Tesla. Their own website advertises you can get a quote in less than 1 minute.
I'm here to tell you that is accurate. I got a quote in less than 60 seconds. How can they do that? Well, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. If you're thinking about Tesla insurance, you probably have a Tesla. If you have a Tesla, you already have the app. If you have the app, you have an account, and if you have an account, they already know all the information about you. The only thing I had to do is what brings us to step 2 here. Selecting your coverages, what I would recommend you do is get a copy of your existing insurance policy. Look for a document that's called your declarations page. Your declarations page lists all the coverages that you currently have. You can choose, if you'd like, to just select those same type of coverages through the Tesla Insurance app. That being said, if you have reasons to need more or less coverage, you can alter those accordingly. And Tesla gives a very clear, simple way of selecting the amount of coverage and types of coverage you want for your vehicle. Okay, step 3, calculation of your premium and your payment. Just like your Tesla payment account, if you've used a supercharger or whether you have a premium connectivity subscription or some other reoccurring monthly payment subscription with Tesla, Tesla insurance premiums are all paid through the app. Or Tesla uses your safety score to calculate your premium. Now, if you have never had Tesla insurance before, as was the case for me when I purchased it in January, Tesla tells you on the website for the first 2 months that you have an active Tesla insurance policy, they will use a base safety score of 90 to compute your premium. So that means regardless of whether you're driving better or worse than an average 90 score, Tesla is going to use that 90 score for your first 2 months. After 2 months, the premium shifts to your actual safety score. If your actual safety score is higher than a 90, you can expect you'll have a reduction. If your safety score is lower than a 90, you may see an increase in your premium. Step 4, the claims process. I can't speak to this directly because luckily I haven't had to make a claim. However, the Tesla website clearly shows what the claims process is, and everything is done through the app. You provide them notice of the claim through the app. You submit photographs, areas of damage to your vehicle. You schedule an inspection, schedule repair at a Tesla facility, get your quotes. Everything is done through the app. Now, because I don't have any personal experience in this, I would love to hear from you guys. If anyone out there has had Tesla insurance, has unfortunately had to make a claim through Tesla insurance, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how it went. I am curious. Time out for a second. Here's a fun fact. I had to do some research on this to get to the bottom of it. But after I purchased my Tesla insurance and printed off my insurance card, I took a look at it and noticed it doesn't read Tesla insurance on the card. That's because Tesla doesn't actually underwrite their own insurance. What they've done is they've partnered with an insurance company in Texas known as State Automobile Insurance Company. What this appears to be, and it's actually fairly common in the insurance industry, is what is known as a fronting solution.
Bruh, they don't want to hear about that. Get to it.
So what does this all mean? What was my personal experience? I'm really excited to share this with you guys. And I carry full coverage on the vehicle. That is both comprehensive collision and auto glass coverage. In Ohio, I signed up for Tesla insurance on my Model Y in January of 2022. As I said, the first 2 months, they give you a 90 safety score in terms of computing your premium. And according to Tesla's quote, based upon all the information that I already told you guys about myself, my vehicle, and my driving history, Tesla charged me a whopping $73.18 per month for $100,000/$300,000 of coverage, full coverage on my Tesla. That already was a savings of over 25% from what I was paying. I did my best over the next 2 months to drive prudently, safely, and to increase my safety score. I'm not always perfect, and the system's not always fair. But as we sit here today, I have an average of a 98 safety score on just over 4,400 miles driven since January. And in March, my premium adjusted for the first time from that average 90 safety score to my actual 98 average safety score, which I'm currently maintaining. And that caused my premium to drop from $73.18 down to $50.23 per month for insurance. That is an average monthly saving of 32%. For me, that was phenomenal. That was more than enough information I needed to permanently switch to Tesla insurance, but having my premium fall even further, roughly $50 a month for insurance, that's $600 a year for insurance. To me, that is a huge savings. And so I did a little research. The NIAC survey revealed that approximately 48% of people who tried telemetric insurance programs reported a savings based upon what they were paying previously. So that means roughly half of the people who try telemetrics insurance end up saving money. And here's a helpful tip for you guys if you're considering purchasing Tesla insurance. I told you earlier that the quoting process is very easy, but it can be even easier than that if you have access to your Tesla safety score, which we previously discussed. Anyone with full self-driving, whether that be the subscription or who has actually purchased the full self-driving package, can see and view their safety score. If you're able to view your safety score, I recommend you take a look at it and perhaps look at your behavior over the last month in terms of what your score is. If you are averaging a safety score better than 90 based upon your current driving habits, it is likely that you may experience savings by switching to Tesla insurance. On the other hand, if you're averaging a safety score of less than 90, it's possible that you may experience an increase based upon that telemetrics data. So now, on that same train of thought, Tesla announced something actually fairly exciting here in the last few weeks, and that is that they plan on making the safety score available to anyone who owns a Tesla, regardless of whether you have the full self-driving subscription. Tesla intends to roll out the safety score for anyone who wants to see it. So if that is not available by the time this video has been posted, I would encourage you to check back, and as soon as the safety score is available to you, that should give you a fairly good idea of how your driving habits would affect your premium if you decide to go with Tesla insurance. For me, this is a great solution. It simplifies my life. I'm happy with it. I'm transitioning more and more over to the Tesla ecosystem, and I think I'm better for it. That being said, it's not going to be for everyone. It all comes down to really knowing your own personal driving habits and the conditions that you're confronted with on a normal basis. If you believe that you're a safe driver, if you believe that your safety score is going to demonstrate that, you are very likely going to save money, and possibly substantial money, using Tesla's insurance program. Make the decision that makes the most sense for you. So for me, a no-brainer, sign up for Tesla insurance. I have Tesla insurance right now, and I intend to keep it for at least as long as I have this vehicle. But that does bring me to a few other things that you should keep in mind before you decide to pull the trigger on signing up for Tesla insurance. Number one, it's Tesla insurance. It's only for Teslas. If you have other cars that are not Teslas, you're not going to be able to insure them through Tesla insurance. So that may mean that you have to have two separate insurance companies. It is the case for me right now too. My wife has a non-Tesla vehicle currently, although I'm trying to get her to switch. Right now, we have to have two different insurance companies because Tesla only insures Tesla vehicles. Second, what state do you live in, or what state do you intend to move to? If it's California, Arizona, Texas, Illinois, Ohio, Tesla insurance is available for you right now, and I would highly recommend you take a look at it. Next, as you may very well know, some insurers provide discounts based upon other coverages that you may have with them. So if you insure, for instance, multiple vehicles, or if you also have renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance, many insurers will offer you multi-line policy discounts or discounts for having other things also insured by the same insurance company. Unfortunately for Tesla, they're not able to accommodate you at this time. You may have heard of additional coverages such as umbrella or excess insurance coverage. With Tesla insurance, that is not currently an option. All of those discounts applied. The premium that I was paying before I switched to Tesla insurance was still higher, even with all those discounts. It was still higher than what Tesla quoted me. I am happy with the experience, I am happy with the customer service, and I am definitely happy with the rate and savings that I am getting. If you have any questions about the Tesla insurance program or about my own personal experience, I'm happy to try to answer those for you guys too. If you want to leave them down below, I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. So guys, I think that's it for right now. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope some of the information is helpful to you. I hope you can take a look at Tesla insurance and see if it makes sense to you. I hope if you get it, it saves you some money. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.